And 1, we are live. What is up, ATG fam? Welcome back to another episode. It is March. We're getting close to St. Patty's Day. We're rock and rolling, busting out the tanks, get the Macho Man glasses. We're ready to go. I'm not going to waste any further time, guys. I got a very special guest. He's been a friend for a while. He's actually a returning guest. I want to say maybe almost like a couple years ago. Been a couple years since I've had him on. He was in the dark ages of Against the Grain. Like when we were just like, it looked like we were shooting in a hospital room. Anyways, guys, let's waste no further time in introducing Diego Weston. Firefighter, artist, baby dad.
Back. Boom. Let me get plugged into the Matrix.
Well, it's my first time rocking these new ones. They're already all fogged up.
On the left-hand side, I'm on the right.
Let's give him another one. Gets 2.
Hello.
What's good, bro?
Shout out to all the pairs.
How have you been, man?
Been good. Been real good, man. Glad to be here. Glad to be back in the new and improved studio, dude.
Heck yeah, man.
Spot
Do you like
is
it?
Dope. The vibes are heavy in here, man.
I just feel like these walls are bouncing off energy, you know?
I feel like I'm part of something big right now.
Dude, we all are. It's called life.
Yes. This whole thing, we're only going around once.
That's true, man. Dude, I feel like we have a lot to catch up on.
Bro.
I'm trying to think of when the last time I saw you. I almost want to say it was your wedding.
Dude. And I was moving and grooving at the wedding, dude. That was a flash, man. That was a good time, though.
That was a super fun wedding.
Yeah, bro. I watched back the videos and stuff, and I think, like, we did it right. You know, hopefully you only get to do that once, you know?
Yeah, hopefully you don't have to run it back.
I don't want to. I'm good. What it done for me. But, bro, like, as far as, like, everybody danced. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that was something that was huge for me. Even my grandma got down, dude. There's, like, a
She
little part in the
did.
video. She's hitting her old school moves. And that was, like, everybody I've talked to, even though I didn't get to talk to everybody that night,
Yeah.
they all say they had a good time, bro. So.
Dude, it was. And it was
Something
done
I'm
right.
happy
Like,
about.
I love how you guys did it, like, at the house. Like, everyone was it just felt like home.
Yeah.
Because some places you finish the wedding and they're like, we got to be out of here right now.
Oh, bro, it's time to go. There's another wedding behind you.
Yeah, people are cleaning up already.
Yeah, dude.
So, yeah, you guys did it right, bro. I threw down. I had some fun.
Yo, the only negative feedback I heard was because it was at the house like that, like the boys, like they were put to work. Like you were,
Yeah.
yo, we got to put these chairs up. You know,
Yeah.
people are coming. You better help grandma get to her seat.
Yeah.
I'm a guest too.
Yeah. That was a part of it, dude.
Yeah, dude. But that's cool though. You know, like that's the homies are always there for that,
Yeah.
dude. Any function I have, it's like, oh man, if you got there early, you're helping cook. You know what I'm saying? So
Dude,
it was
seriously.
cool. It was a lot of fun.
It was a good time. And I want to say, how long have you guys been married?
August will make it like 2 years official.
2
So
years
we
or so?
celebrated the first like anniversary. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And then so August will be our second official.
Dang, congrats. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, feels good, man. Feels
Homies
good.
are thriving.
Been waiting my whole life.
Dude, and I remember around that time too, and I don't know if it had already happened or not, but you were like knocking at the door of AFD.
Yeah.
And you were like, you're getting your certs and doing all that.
So I was still in my probationary period. So
Okay.
probationary period, it's like a year long, and it's just the hardest you'll ever work for a year for the best job you'll ever have, dude. And so
Military
Honestly,
style almost.
big time. So like the academy is straight military. You know, it's 18 weeks of just the hardest, most grueling. Like we're gonna break you so that we can build you back up.
Yeah.
And you think that's the hard part. You really do. But honestly, bro, like once you're in it, you develop that mindset, like that grunt mind. You know, you've seen enough war movie, like
Yeah.
Full Metal Jacket. You just go,
And you get a bond with all your homies in
bro,
there.
and it's just a routine,
Yeah.
right? You know, you're not gonna win. You know, you're gonna get wrecked every day, and you know it's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
But once that ends, you think you did something big, like, right? Like you're like, I made it. But then you go into a new firehouse almost every single week, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's depending where you're going, if it's a multiple, that's 11, 12 different personalities of people that they're basically looking at you like, I don't know you.
Yeah.
And now I have to trust you with my life.
Yep.
You better prove to me that you belong here. So, dude, like the
That's a
real
lot.
test
That's
is
a lot of
not the
pressure.
academy. The real test is that probationary year, and a lot of people don't make it through.
Mm.
And it is because of that. It's
Is that why
because-
they rotate them, just to make sure they're a good
well,
fit
yeah,
overall?
yeah. You got to get in where you fit in, right?
Yeah.
So you have to get to know different parts of the city. You got to get to know different crew members and how they work together, different dynamics. There's hazmat specialties. There's wildland specialties. there's all these different things, heavy technical rescue, and those are different aspects of your job that you want to make sure that you know. But yeah, really like finding out where you fit in the city.
Yeah.
And seeing how, you know, some places are more medical heavy and some places are more, I don't know, fire heavy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like there's a need everywhere in our city. So it's about getting your reps. You know what I'm saying? And
how long is that probationary period? Like a year?
it's a year. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So what they call it 11 months, but because you have to wait for that memo to come out at the end, but it's really that full year. So
Dang.
it was kind of nice for me, just the way that my academy worked out, that I got off probation right before Christmas. So, excuse me. It was like
dude,
a Christmas
gross,
present.
bro.
Yeah, I know.
Yo, dude.
Hope you guys can't smell that at home, dog. It keeps booing. I'm sorry. Relax.
I burped, the whole camera moves.
Had to reset the whole system. Oh shoot, man.
Dude, but so yeah, you said you finished right before Christmas. So what does
Yeah.
that mean? You get like a little,
Well, you know,
like a gap of kinda-
now at that point people know you, right? So you finish, people know you, and now the proving yourself is done. The work has been put in,
Right.
and now it's just, now you know your job. Now do it right. Now you're a part of the machine. You're not trying to fit in now. Now you know your role, and so you could kick back. You know what I? So you get to sit on the couch. Like throughout that whole first year, you can't sit on the couch. Like you're there to work. You find something to do. There's always something to be done.
Yeah.
But after that point, like we could relax, and we had at that point I had a training officer in a station that I was at. And so that was the first time that we really got to like bond and be like a family and say like, you know what, let's kick back and let's actually enjoy what, you know, what we've all worked for, you know. And then dude, Christmas, White Elephant, actually getting to defend myself, to say some jokes back, you know, you just got to eat it. You're like, I am dumb. You're right. I know.
You just have to self-deprecate.
That was, so it goes back to like,
did you pull like an
little
Eminem
did you
right
know,
when you went in the station?
Yeah.
Like, I know I'm tall. I know I'm goofy.
I just turned up the, boom.
My
boom,
real name's Clarence.
Boom, yeah. Clarence lives at home with both parents, okay? Yeah, dude.
Dude, that's so cool. And so now you're pretty much like, you're part of a crew. You're at a consistent spot.
Yeah. So I'm over on the east side of Albuquerque now, which is kind of crazy for me because I was west side, like, no, just kidding. But growing up, dude, for real, like I went to Volcano for high school and then just LBJ. Like my whole life I spent on the west side, so it was kind of crazy for me to move over there. And the east side always seemed like a different city, bro. It has like a different move to it.
It does.
The mountains are right there. The people are out. Like it's kind of, dude. Like
there's a lot more foot traffic.
Bro, people are running out there, riding their bikes. Like you try to do that in certain parts of Albuquerque, you're just gonna die. Like people don't care. It's crazy. So, and another thing too is that population is super old.
Yeah.
Like so, like the it's a whole different kind of medicine. Like in most places in Albuquerque, your time on scene's pretty quick. It's sick, not sick. You know, down and out or not. You know, fire or not. And then you pass it over and get out of there. But over there on the east side, you're on scene for a long time. You're with these people's grandparents or, you know, these elderly folks, really taking care of them and trying to get things managed while you're waiting for your transport unit or whatever like that. So it's crazy that you really are stepping into a piece of their lives. And dude, it's crazy to me because we're young, bro. Like we're getting older. Like, and that's another thing too, just talking about marriage and all this, like, bro, we only go around this thing once. I don't know if that's sitting in for you, but like, bro, talking to people, like your whole life, you hear your dad's spitting like, don't do this, son, or do this, or grandparents, oh, one day you'll understand. But bro, I'm getting to the one day I'll understand part of my life. And it's kind of crazy, dude. And that's what I'm saying. Like with these old people, with the elderly population, politically correct, you know, with advanced and aged. Yeah. But bro, like, something as little as on a daily basis, sometimes people just need help getting up. Like you can't even walk to the bathroom anymore, bro. And that's crazy. And that's crazy to be
fully dependent on someone.
Well, yeah. And I'm over here. It's like the third call after midnight and it's just Meemaw fell down again trying to pee. And you're trying not to have a bad attitude because you got woken up. But this person's over here like, it's humble. Bro, don't you think they want to walk to the bathroom too? Like they don't want to have to call you, and your life is in their hands, essentially, or their life is in your hands. And dude, it makes me sad because you'll talk to some people And it's not like they just fell 30 minutes ago, they hit their life alert and they called you.
Mm-hmm.
Boy was on the ground since noon, didn't call you till 3 a.m. because they were embarrassed.
Right.
And that's hard,
That
dude.
is,
It's crazy.
dude. That's
It's like
humbling.
big time, because no one's undefeated. Like, you know, like time is undefeated.
Yeah.
We're all going to get old, and you can mitigate certain things, right? You can make the lifestyle to where maybe you get lucky and you're avoiding that, or you have somebody in your corner that could pick you up and you don't have to call, but that's not the reality for everybody. So it's like, that's the new struggle. It's not so much proving myself. It's staying true and staying
Like having that serving mentality.
yeah, always servant, right? Because I'm over here, like, I'm thinking about how it's inconveniencing me, but that's not the job. It's my job is to serve, right? And so
that's good, man.
that
I mean, that's tough, though.
Yeah, bro, it's hard. It's
Because
easy to
you're
serve
tested.
on Sundays, but are you serving at 3 a.m. after, you know, you've already ran 48, you know?
That's what really that's when, you know, like people are really put to the test. Like, it's okay to serve people when it's convenient for you.
Yes.
But when it's not convenient for you, that's when you're really put to the test.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
your
real
character.
good. I'm real humble. You know, I put this to serve. I'm going to serve on Friday.
So get up, Ma. Get your butt up.
Yeah.
You can do it.
I don't help him anymore. I just pull up and encourage him. You're just real strong. You got this.
There is no tomorrow.
Do you want to be in a Life Alert commercial or not? Get up, you son of a bitch. No, that don't work, bro.
Dude.
You got to get him.
It's probably like, do you have to watch what you say do you have to have a certain language when you're talking to your patients?
Yeah, big time.
Because I remember when I was doing some of that stuff, like there were certain things I wanted to say.
Yeah.
Just out of like kindness or whatever, but like you're not allowed to like say like everything's gonna be okay or
right. You can't make
stuff
promises.
like that.
Yeah. You know, that's another part of growing up that I didn't expect, is just like, I was just joking about it, but political correct. Can't even say it. Ooh, it gets me hyper. Yeah.
I don't even know which one I pressed.
Political correctness. Boom, boom, boom.
He just said the P word.
But there's like different etiquettes for the different rooms that you walk into, right? Like, even just to be straight up, like there's certain things you can and can't say about, like if I'm over here, we're talking about the fire department, I'm now representing the fire department,
Right.
and I need to make sure that I'm dodging and saying just the right things to make sure that that's represented in the right light, because people are looking.
Right.
And there's never been such a sway as there is now by this cancel culture, right? So you have to be, I'm sure, having your own podcast, that's something that you're mad aware of, right?
Yeah.
Like, and sometimes you just got to say whatever and go with it. But other stuff like for your job or like for stepping into somebody's house, you want to make sure that you're reassuring, but you're not over promising, right? Because those are things that can come back to you, you know? And so
you could get a lawsuit.
Yeah.
Like if something happens.
Bro, in any little thing, you know what I'm saying?
He swore that she was okay, and what happened?
Yeah. And it's like, no one's going to advocate for you, right? Like if it gets to that point where there's like malpractice is even in the question, bro, they'll bring anything into there. So yeah, you got to be on it. And then running with PD as well too. That's something that I never think about.
Because you guys are both first on the scene a lot of times,
Yeah,
or they're
and
there already.
They have everything on camera.
Oh,
so that's crazy too. So I just always
you
pretend
should
I'm on cops all the time.
you should promote my podcast to the
every
PD
time I
camera.
pull up, just
what's up? Go subscribe ATG.
it gets a great podcast. They're like, why do you say that?
Oh,
every
nothing.
time
I have
pull-"
Tourette's.
Yeah, it's just this thing I do. I don't know what it is. I've been trying to get it figured out.
Imagine there's just a whole collage of just.
You're on cops, you don't even know.
Hey, if you guys are getting approached by a cop, give ATD a shout out.
every time.
I'll put it on the I'll put a clip on the podcast.
Heck yeah, dude.
Hey, we're almost to 500 subscribers, by the way. I think we're 5 away from 500.
There you go.
So if you guys got this far in the video, you want to help a brother out, 500.
You 5.
It's a huge milestone for
I
me.
see you, Tina. I see you, Thomas.
Oh, dang, we're name dropping.
Yeah, I see you, Barcelona. You guys,
Patrick
all three of you.
Armijo.
Yeah, Patrick Armijo. Ruben
what other
Trujillo.
firefighters do I know?
Yeah, dude.
I don't
Oh
know
yeah, dude. All kinds of fire. Tristan Gutierrez. I'm gonna like and subscribe, dude.
Come on, dude.
Yeah.
You never know. You could be a guest down the road.
Yes, Justin Mades, or like I like to call him Uncle Rico. Make sure he's probably too old to know how to. I'll help you like and subscribe later.
Could he throw a football over them mountains?
Yeah, he really could. Pigskin
Sidearm?
Yeah, because our station's right next to the Sandias, bro.
So
He really could throw it over those mountains, bro.
Dude,
I give
shout
him
out to
a
all
hard
the
time.
Uncle Ricos out there.
Yeah, all the Uncle Ricos, bro. We need you. We need you.
that's
Your
how I
days
am.
aren't over.
I'm like, if I would have taken stay in high school, I'd be in a mansion
I'm
right
in my
now.
Uncle Rico era, dude.
He was
I'm
like
right
my
there.
favorite from that.
Oh, bro, he's the best.
He's just always plotting.
Yeah, heck yeah. Him and freaking think anybody wants a roundhouse kick to the face when we're these bad boys? What is it, Rex Kwon Do? Dude?
Yeah, Rex Kwon Do.
That's really it. That's what I'm
Dude,
missing.
I'm gonna go to Japan soon, and well, not till October, but we're kind of doing it now.
Heck yeah.
But I want to get some of those American parachute pants
Bro, you got
that he
to.
wears and just walk
Yes.
around.
Strut, dude.
Connor.
Bro, I want to go just because I really feel like people would stop and stare. And maybe I'm just in over my head a little bit because, like,
Dude, already your height is
but
like.
that's what I'm
alone,
saying, dude. Like,
You could do so much.
Like, if I think that the average population of New Mexico is similar to the average population in of Japan.
Yeah, that's true.
So I will stand out there. You know
One's
what I'm
just
saying?
a little more
Like,
sun cooked.
Yeah, just a little bit. It's just a different flavor of rice, baby.
One's
That's
a little
it.
smarter than the other.
Yeah. I won't say which. I'll let you at home decide.
Hey, drop a comment. Which one?
Yeah. Who's got the higher GPA?
Dude, so to go back to firefighting, do you have any, what's been the biggest like impact for you on your life? Like how has it impacted your personal life?
Yo, let me tell you, that's a kind of a crazy question, bro, because I guess I don't know if it's just me. I don't know if it's New Mexico. I don't know if it's the macho man mentality growing up, bro. But like, I've always, I don't know, like, mental health is a huge thing, bro.
Yeah.
And it's a largely neglected thing. And I think that thanks to the presence of podcasts, social media, just media in general, like user-controlled media. Yeah. I think that mental health is something that people are more aware of right now and taking care of that and the steps to do so. But the way I was brought up is just tough it out, figure it out, right? And like we can come to each other, like I've always, thank God, had strong just men in my life. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's my grandfather growing up or a good circle of brothers. Yeah. Like, and that's something that's huge in the fire department too, right? Is you're around a bunch of people that are seeing the same kind of things that you're seeing, right? And you can unpack that together. However, I do want to say out there, because it's been something huge, just to answer your question, is that, bro, no one comes out untouched. And so whether you're taking the steps to, whether it's seeking counseling, like, bro, like, even though that's something that I always thought a therapist, dude, I admit it. I thought that was whack or weak or whatever. But your mental health it's going to do what it's going to do. Like, there's only so much the brain can handle before it starts making executive decisions. Yeah.
Or you're just doing things subconsciously. Like, you're just lashing out.
Huge. And that was one thing that I noticed, not necessarily like mood swing, like I went home and I was kicked the dog. No, but like,
bro, don't lie. You have a bunch of random pictures in your house.
Yeah, dude, I do.
And they're all right at your height.
Yeah. Covering the hole in the wall, like The Office, dude. I have that one wall I just keep punching. No, bro. But for like, this is what's crazy is, I think halfway through the academy, I started having these weird episodes. And it was almost like a reoccurring dream. Like how you see in the movies, like people wake up at like night terrors and it's the same dream over and over and they wake up in a sweat. Yeah. I was having those while I was awake. And it was almost like I would remember like a dream or like
a feeling that would just come upon you. It would
come up like ansias, like spidey senses almost like tingling up your back. And it would almost be like a loop. Like you could count like, oh, okay, my heart rate's going to go up now. And then I'm going to start to sweat. I'm going to feel a little bit woozy. And I was getting those in the academy. And then more even so, like throughout my probationary period, just the stress of not being able to sleep, having to be the first one up. Yeah. Not dealing with all this stuff, not talking about it.
It's probably some type of PTSD in a way.
Well, bro, and I didn't know that. Because I was like, no, I'm mentally tough. I don't get PTSD. Right. I'm not in Vietnam. Right. I'm not going to get PTSD. Like I just didn't even consider it. But it started to get to the point where I was even having memory lapses, huge memory lapses, to where like I was completely forgetting stuff. And like, thank God for my wife. Like she remembers everything, but she would tell me stuff and I'd be genuinely concerned because like she'd tell me stories and it was like I wasn't even there. And then she'd show me pictures and I still can't remember. So I started going to the doctor, bro, just so many doctor's appointments. They got my heart checked out. They wanted me to wear a heart monitor. They scanned my brain and it all was coming back like inconclusive, which is, thank God I didn't have something bigger going on. But then it was brought to my attention that it's like a form of PTSD and you're suppressing memories, but it's not selective. It's not just the memories you don't want to remember. It's, I'm going to just cut out this whole portion. Yeah. Cause you're not handling this. So I'm just going to take over, and we're going to move stuff around, and some of the good's going with the bad. Yeah. And dude, that was crazy for me. And so I still don't, like, after I got off probation, and it's like, if you're tired, you can go to bed. Like, if we got wrecked all night, you can actually sleep. Yeah. Like, it's been getting a lot better, and I've been prioritizing rest, and I've been prioritizing recovery.
Yeah, sleep's a big one.
Huge, bro. And it's like, I always knew that. And I was like, as I was training to get into the fire department, I really had that dialed in. But when it's out of your control, like out of 48 hours out of the week, you're at the will of the city.
Yep. And when you don't have a routine,
yeah,
like, it's never consistent. 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 5 a.m.
Exactly.
You're never really allowing your mind to fully rest or relax, because you don't. You're always. I could get a call at any moment,
and I can't sleep through it. Especially during that, like, prove yourself. If you sleep through a call, like, there's punishment, bro.
Yeah. Oh,
like,
yeah.
They're gonna.
Dude, there's like could be blood on your hands.
Yeah. Or are you, because of you, we're not the first in on a fire or something like that. People, we have a delayed response. It's huge. So like, imagine that stress.
Yeah, just that alone, like, getting there on time.
And then you have to think about how all these people are going to react to it. Not like all your people at your station, and then who's going to know, and then there's that going to precede you. So it's like, it's quick to spiral, right?
And it's got to be tough too, because you're in their life for a portion, but you never fully get to see closure. Yeah. So you have a bunch of these unsolved things in your mind. Like, dang, I wonder if that dude's all right. He was like, it's know what I mean? You never really get to close the story.
Exactly.
And then it's like, okay, reset.
Yeah.
Reset.
Did I do enough in that 5 to 10 minutes, right?
And then you have to just shut that off. Okay, next one. That's gotta be tough.
And sometimes you get that, like, somebody comes around and they bring you a card, and they're like, because of you, my grandpa lived that day, and we wanted to say thank you. But you don't always get that, right? Yeah. So it's compartmentalizing stuff and finding, and I'm still doing this, but I'm just grateful that I've had the support that I have. I mean, I got God, dude. I could pray through a lot of this stuff, but it's the pride it's letting go of pride and realizing that no one's so tough that they're not going to be affected by this life. Like, things happen, and it's okay to not be able to handle it all, but you have to find a way to vent, to take care of yourself, to seek that help, or it's going to come out of the back end, dude. Like, for me, and I don't want to lose those memories. You know what I'm saying? I'm thank God for videos. I thank God for all, like, the people that have captured everything around me, and my wife's memory so well. Like, she's telling me these stories back, and that she's remembering it, but I want to track this stuff. Yeah. I don't want to, I'm over here. Like, I make all these jokes like, oh, dude, I don't remember that. I have brain damage. I don't know. But it's like, dude,
you want to.
Yes.
And when you, now in this, like, quarter life where we're at, like, you like you said, you're having that look back moment.
Yeah.
And it's like that. And you're like, dang, I don't want the next chapter to be like that.
Bro, because
I have a kid. I have all these special moments that I want to just soak in.
This is like, we had the fun of, like, those younger years of just running around and wilding. But
stomping out gingerbread houses.
Yeah, dude, just being a goof, right? Like, that stuff's fun, the all-nighters, all that. But it's like, now I'm stepping into, like, I'm starting a new family, and I'm gonna be living through their eyes.
Yeah, and you want to be the Rock.
Bro, seriously.
You are the Rock.
Yeah. Dwayne. I want to be Dwayne.
No bull.
Yeah, baby. Yes, sir. So.
Oh, wait. My bad. I actually like the Rock.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Him and John Cena. They're evil now.
For real?
Yeah, they just beat up Cody Rhodes.
Oh, no. They're heels, dude.
But that's the game. Do you have, like, a lot of mentors, like, in your work and stuff like that, or even just in life?
Well, bro, I think that I had, like, I think I had a solid foundation. So growing up, my grandfather, man, he poured into me, like, every single, like, seriously, if it wasn't for the strong men in my life, bro, I don't know where I'd be. But my grandfather, he was like the Mr. Miyagi growing up. Like, he just sat with me and called me to be more than I was. He never talked to me like a kid ever in my life. He talked to me like a man, even when I was a little kid. Even when stuff went over my head, bro, he would sit there. He would, like, read the Bible to me, and then have like, dude, it was like I was talking to Dr. Jordan Peterson, but I was 7 years old, bro. I was, like, all antsy and moving around, and I just wanted to play, and I was like, I don't know what you're saying,
like, I'm not
Grandpa.
going to use any of this.
Bro, what are you doing? But when you're a little kid like that, and you're used to just people writing you off and giving you stuff to be preoccupied, and then somebody's talking to you, to little you,
feeding into you,
bro, and asking you, what do you think about this adult thing that you're have never had to think about.
Right.
It changes everything,
Yeah.
right? And so, man, like I'll never forget those days.
Is
So
he
that
still
was-
with us?
Yeah, he's still around, but that's one of the things that I'm like, man, like as things happen and as life gets more busy, we go seasons without seeing each other or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I'm hoping that I can kind of come back to a home base with him more and get my time, because I'm not done learning.
Yeah.
And he's not done teaching, bro. Like
Yeah.
that's the beautiful thing about that circle of people that pour into you. Like I just want to learn more because
Yeah.
I don't feel like I have it all. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And like,
You don't realize how big of an advantage having wisdom is in life.
bro, and
Like-
how little we really know. Like I'm just understanding all these dumb things that I heard my whole life. Like, you better watch out, mijo. It's going to be over before you can remember or whatever. Or like, you know, and I'm realizing like, dang. And I'm over here.
Mm.
I'm not that old yet, but I'm still over here like telling the kids like, you know, hey bro, you better be in school. You better play sports because you're not going to get to any. And they're like, yeah, bro, whatever.
Yeah.
You're like, no, but it's like you should. And we don't listen till that season's over, and then you realize what they're saying was real, dude. So
Right.
it's crazy. So my grandpa's one huge one. My uncle Diego, he was my best man, man at my wedding.
Diego's a really cool guy. Shout out Diego.
Yeah, heck
Subscribe,
yeah.
Diego.
Diego Gillian. He's the dude, bro. Like he's just a little bit older than me, and so it's been awesome. He's like 2 chapters ahead of me in this book
That's
of life,
perfect.
right?
Yeah.
So I can see the playbook right before me. Like I can see what works, I can see what didn't work.
Yeah.
And he's never ever in his life sugarcoated anything for me. He's just lived life as real and honest as possible.
Mhm.
And that's something like you can't learn from somebody who hides all their garbage, right?
Yeah.
You know, like bro just lives his life and he is just real. Like this is what we did wrong. This is what we did right. This is what we don't know what we're doing for this chapter, but we're doing it.
Yeah.
And it's just,
That's
dude.
one thing that like discourages a lot of young men is like whenever people are giving them advice, they don't like reveal all the mistakes. They just say
Yeah.
what to do.
just the nuggets they
Yeah.
took, right?
But when they tell their story and like, I messed up here, I did, you know, that helps you learn in a different way,
All
you
right.
know?
And it's so cool, like the proximity to these life events, because it's even before they can tell you, like even before they get the chance to be like, oh, this is going to get better. I've seen them in the, I don't know what's going to happen next, but this is just how we're trusting God right now.
Yeah.
And it's like, dang, like this is life applied. You know what I'm saying? And so it's cool. It's real cool. Like that's been such a huge blessing. So like my grandfather got me to my high school years. My uncle Diego got me past my high school years. And I think up to this current chapter, I think that dude, stepping into fatherhood, I think the mantle's kind of been passed, you know, like now it's my time.
Yeah.
And I'm still looking for it though.
Yeah.
Because I don't think you ever reach an age where you no longer need accountability and you no longer need that inner circle.
Right.
Like you should always be being poured into and then be pouring out, because still water that don't work out, bro. You gotta be a flowing stream.
Yeah,
So
that's true. And then also like parenthood gives you a different gear of motivation, you know?
bro.
Like I know if I knew I was having a kid coming, or if you have a wife depending on you, like I would like, and that's no excuse for me now.
I'm telling you, you need to get your crap together, bro, because, you know, if I was in your shoes, I wouldn't be in your shoes, you know? I would have figured that out.
Exactly. Dude, I don't know. Like whenever I have other people depending on me for anything, it gives me not anxiety, but it motivates me to not like sit still,
Yeah.
you know? So like,
Well, things
I
that
could
were on
see-
the back burner, right? Like, I'll figure that out.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, no, that's today. I got to
Yeah.
be a millionaire tomorrow.
And you're like, if I just sleep all day, it's going to affect my whole family,
yeah.
you know? But if it's like just you, I'm enjoying these last little bit of my
Yeah,
life.
dude. That's what people keep telling us, man. They're just like, hey, sleep now while you can. Because
Yeah.
when the baby gets here, you can't sleep anymore. And then I, like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, I've been training for this. I'm a
Yeah.
firefighter. But hopefully it's the same, bro, because
Your kid's going to be crying and you're going to put your firefighter boots on.
yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
What day is it?
I'm outside by the truck. My wife's like, are you going to change his diaper or not? I'm like, oh, shoot. I thought we got a call. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. It's not an old lady.
CPR.
Yeah. Nah, man.
That's
but,
funny, dude.
You know, that's one thing in the fire department where I am trying to find that. Not to take anything away from the mentors that I do have, but I am trying to find that godly circle
Yeah.
within the fire department. Because one thing that I have noticed, dude, and I already know I'm going to get flack if there's anybody from the fire department listening, but it's a call out, and as men we should be called out. I think that there's a lot of very responsible, very respectable people in the fire department that know their job.
Mm-hmm.
And as a firefighter, I can look up to them, and I can only strive to be what they've accomplished as the tact as being a firefighter.
Yeah.
But as far as being a man, a father, a husband, I think that you can be a boy in uniform.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it's like, you might be the baddest dude on the planet, but what's your home life look like?
Yeah.
Right. And so I'm trying to find more men like that, that have it on both.
Yeah.
That they're dialed in on their career, and they could teach me everything that there is to be, so that I can make sure that my city's locked down.
Yeah.
But then when they take the helmet off, who are they at home?
Yeah.
Do they have that much integrity? Do they have that much know-how at home?
That's true.
You know, and so I'm trying to find that, because
that's tough, man. I mean, it says, you know, in the Bible, like, you know, show me your friends and I'll show you who you're going to be.
Yeah, bro.
You know, you don't, I mean, they always use this like in teachings and stuff, but like they'll have like a dude stand on a ladder or a chair, and they ask the dude on the chair to like pull the dude up, and he can't. And the dude on the bottom's just like, bink, pulls him down like nothing.
Yeah.
So it's like sometimes easier to, you know, get pulled down without even you realizing it. You're like, no, I'm good. But then slowly you just start kind of sifting away and making little things here and there. And it's tough because God has called you to be a leader.
Yeah.
So you do have that, like, you have that responsibility in a way. So it's harder for those people because you have to be the one to plant the seeds.
Huge.
You know what I mean?
And you're the low man on the totem pole trying to be the example, which is hard, right?
But dude, God uses the, you know,
the
like
foolish things of man.
But like look at Joseph, you know, like the youngest.
Yeah.
Like no one would have ever expected him to be a leader and do the things he did. He was just looked at as like the little runt in the crew.
Right.
But like when God's like anointed you to do something, you just gotta trust him.
Yeah, and he'll
protect you. You know, you might get picked on or hazed or choked out, but dude, get choked out for Jesus.
It happens, yeah. Happens from time to time. You ain't never been choked out for Jesus? Are you even preaching?
I don't know, man. I'm talking to myself because I struggle with the same thing too. Because I'm in a certain point in my life too where I'm just like trying to be a better person. And when you make that shift in life, all of a sudden all of your friend groups, everything shifts in a way, and you're like looked at in a different lens.
Yeah.
And then everyone's like, well, what the heck, dude? Like, you're not who you used to be. Like, what's wrong with you?
Mm-hmm.
Like, or why are you so different?
Yeah.
And then that's whenever you got to kind of just be honest, you know?
Yeah. Well, that's the part, and that's where a lot of people get it wrong, is that, bro, it's not who you are today. It's how you got to where you are today. Right.
Right.
It's the testimony, you know?
Right.
So it's like, as stupid as it is in this world, like, bro, I try not to delete no posts on Instagram or Facebook because I want you to see the blueprint. I want you to see God does use the foolish things to confound the wise, right?
Yeah.
Like, I was just some knucklehead kid, you know, and I thank God that he brought me to where I am now. So hopefully that's something that you can say, like, hey, it's okay. You know, like I can start here, and I can just be a normal person, and I can do it step by step, and God's going to work a big thing, because it's not on us, right?
For sure. And it's hard in certain ways, but it's also easier. Like with me, I carry on just like you. I carry on a lot of stress and anxiety. And I feel like whenever I was living that life, drinking like often, you know, just going out like crazy, I was adding on more unnecessary anxiety.
Yeah.
You know, the next day you're sweating in your room and you're just like, what did I do? Why did I do that? And then the whole week you're carrying that with you.
Yeah.
And then, you know, it's just like a continual cycle. And
well,
like,
and now you're dealing with it, and now your body's tired, you know?
Yeah,
like,
and then your body's tired. You're not sleeping well. You're not performing well at work. You're probably more grumpy at work. You're probably being rude. It's just like, it's like a ripple effect that you don't realize until you cut it out. And then you're like, oh, you know, I'm kind of seeing more clearer now. Mm-hmm. We're talking about like wanting to remember your life, you know?
Bro, yeah, and it's real hard when you can't remember the nights, you know what I'm saying?
And I'm not perfect. And this is new for me. Like, I haven't drank in 6 months.
Wow.
And so like that shift alone like made a huge drastic difference in my life.
Really?
Yeah. Even just like in my health, my physical health.
You look good. I've been waiting for the right time to say it. I wanted to wait for the podcast so the people at home knew, but you look good, boy.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate it.
I see the
Shout out to
veins
Hydro
popping.
Bar.
Yeah,
Keeping
yeah.
you hydrated.
That's all it is right here.
Hydro Bar and Zins. No, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
yeah. The Zins will get you cut.
They
kids.
boost testosterone.
Yeah. I don't want to. Yeah. Just got to keep it real around here. Not sponsored, but if you want to drop a sponsorship.
Yeah. Yo, dude, really though. Shout out Hydro Bar. I love them. But yeah, just that, because I deal with chronic nerve pain, you know, like I just had a procedure 2 days ago on my back. And so I'm still dealing with these things, but like with me adding on more, like anytime you drink, your body's dehydrated.
Yeah.
And then
And
so
inflamed.
if you're hungover, you're inflamed, you're hungover, my back is killing me. And so I'm like, why am I like putting myself through so much pain when I don't have to?
Right.
You know what I mean? So that alone, taking that out, now I'm like, oh, dang, I could actually hit the gym like 6 days a week now.
Yeah.
And not being recovering 3 days of the week. Like I could actually grow.
And
you know?
if you're hurting, it's like, it's that good pain. It's not because I did something bad to myself.
Right,
it's because I was investing in myself.
Yeah.
Right? Like choose your pain. It's going to happen, dude. So
Dude, and it's like clockwork with me. Like whenever I would drink and get super hungover, I would get sick like 3 days later. My immune
Really?
system was trash. Then I would get a cold. And like it was just,
yeah.
but I haven't really gotten a cold or anything. Like, I mean, I maybe got sick like once this winter, but like hardly,
Heck yeah.
you know? So just like that
No,
health
that's
thing
awesome.
alone was like
Congratulations,
big
dude.
improvement, you know?
Well, and that's one of those things too, like humble brag, man. Just so cool like that. No, but like, dude, I've never drank. I know that's something that maybe we've talked about before, but like, so I'm coming into that, like, thank God, because in my freaking job, bro, people drink when they get off. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, you see some stuff, bro, and it's like, it's kind of crazy to me because that's just a world that by this point it's just habit. It's something I don't think about. It's not like I'm turning to that. Like everybody has their vices, I guess food for me. I don't know. But like it's one of those things where like, number one, I do thank God that that's not something that I have to battle with.
Yeah.
But yeah, just, bro, I can't even imagine what quitting something like that would even amount to in my life. I think like, dude, I've gone without caffeine for like a month.
That's actually a whole different monster.
Rough, dude. Like, it's crazy. So it's like, I can only imagine. So just shout out to you, especially because it's not, dude, alcohol in itself isn't, I don't know. It's kind of a big, not necessarily evil. Drinking isn't a sin, right? Like drinking in itself, anything in excess can become dangerous like that. But like, bro, it is something that's so normalized, right? And having that cool down or whatever. So just to be able to say like, hey, even if it's just for a period, bro, like, that's a huge accomplishment, man. So
thanks,
awesome.
bro. Appreciate that. And you know, like it's like, okay, you gotta swap in one for another, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like, a lot of times I would just drink because I was bored, or I would go out with my friend because I was just bored.
Yeah.
But now it's like, okay, let's switch that with like healthier habits, you know?
Yeah.
Getting more involved, like getting a bigger circle of friends who are like-minded, you know? Shout out to Mongo, people like that.
Huge shout out.
We're down to go
Mongo.
do stuff that's different, that doesn't involve that.
Yeah, it's still stimulating, but it's not taking away from you. It's adding to you.
Yeah.
Right?
And so now, you know, if I get bored and I'm like, because I get anxious for no reason sometimes, just go to the gym.
Heck yeah.
Go to the gym, 2 hours later or an hour later, all of a sudden after I'm like, dude, I don't even know why I was tripping. You know? So it's like us as men, we need to get it out somehow. And I don't know if it's like just me or all men, but like we need to like put our energy, like I have too much energy. And if I don't use it, I get anxious.
Well, and that's, bro, I really want to say, like, I'm not to say that I know everything. I feel like I come from, if anything's happened in this season of my life, it's being humbled, bro. It's like realizing I don't really know much. But I do know, and I think this is super biblical, is that, bro, we were put here to work.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, and as a man, like, there should be something that you're striving for, that you're the tilling of their land, right? Like, so if that is, it's going to the gym and you're building something, that effort, that doing something hard, I think that is always going to feel better than sitting around in comfort.
Right.
Comfort is what builds the room for your mind to be anxious.
Mm-hmm.
Like for me, like, bro, I'm a big body boy. I hate running. I hate it.
Yeah.
And I had to run a lot to get into the fire department. I had to run a lot to stay fit for my probationary year. And now I'm having to run a lot to just keep it up, bro.
Yeah.
My job is fitness, right?
That suck.
And bro, it's not getting better, but I tell you what, like after I run every single, like it just gives my brain room to process these things that maybe when I was driving and thinking about it, I couldn't find the ends or the means, you know what I'm saying? But when I was running, I'm starting to figure it out.
Yeah.
Or even just a stupid, now that I have a home, like an actual home with a yard, there's weeds in that yard. And I don't know what the South Valley soil has in it, bro, but these aren't the weeds we grew up with, bro. Like, you could be out. I cannot get these weeds under control, dude.
They're like the living dead weeds. They'll grab your...
Bro, they'll take you out, dude. I'm serious. Like, it is I got an advanced level yard. I got like Forrest Gump's yard with full of weeds, bro. And it's crazy because it's like they blow seeds to the next section. So you pull one section, the other section's sprouting up. And by the time you get to that one, the one you just pull, it's crazy.
Dude, get yourself a goat.
People have been telling me, bro.
That's what I would do.
Shout out to all the goats. If you have
Shout out John Jones.
Hit me up, bro. John Jones, pull up. Dude. But no, that's what I'm saying. Like, though I hate going out there in the yard, something about just going out there and doing something hard. It's good for you.
Yeah.
If you have anxiety, bro, and you're too macho to go to a counselor or to a therapist, go pull some weeds.
Yeah.
Go smack a hammer on something.
Yeah.
Dude,
it's kind of nice to, and I don't know if you're like this, but like when I go to the gym or I'm riding my bike, whatever, that's my favorite part of the day because I just kind of shut my mind off. So I'm not really thinking.
Yeah.
And, you know, most people process things, but like when I'm working out, I don't think. And it's like the best part. Like I'm just doing that and that's it.
Well, and then there's something to be said about simple task management and completion, right? Like, I'm going to pull this weed. It came out of the ground. I get the reward of I said I was going to pull this and it came out easy, or it was hard and I got it out. Like it's you get those dopamine hits of small accomplishments, right? Or if you're building something or painting, you know, like you get those dopamine hits of just like I set forth to do this, then I did it. And even though it's on a small small level, you're still getting that and it's not like a dopamine hit like scrolling on Instagram where you have nothing to show but lost time.
Yeah, that's true.
You actually are doing something, right? You're putting your body into strain, and therefore you're either allowing your mind to have the free space to just be silent for a second,
kind of reset,
or you're in that flow state where you can process things to where they're not just bombarding you, but because you're distracted by the task at hand, you're freeing stuff up in your mind.
Yeah, you filter it out.
Huge, bro. That's huge. So I would, anybody listening that like you're feeling kind of like you're overwhelmed, find something hard. And just do it. Something that's instantly rewarding, like pulling weeds or something, dude. Working with your hands or whatever facet that is. I promise you there will be some positive yield. Yeah,
you train your mind that like you got to do things that suck to get things that are worth it, you know?
Yeah, huge, man.
Just in life, you know, you show up to work. I show up to work sometimes. Like this morning I woke up and I was like, dude, it's windy outside. I got a headache. I ran out of coffee.
No way.
So I like went to work, just raw dogged it.
Yeah, just raw dogged life this morning.
But after work, I was like, dang. Like I came home and I was like, I put in work today. Feel good.
Heck yeah.
You know, do podcasts. Feel good.
That's right.
Send off the weekend into like a good mentality.
That's right.
But dude, like, you know, like you said, you're in this like chapter in your life where you're just like wanting to do the most. You're realizing, you know, everything that you do now, how important it is, you know, like you want to make memorable moments. You want to do things that matter. Like, do you think a part of that is like what got you into doing like more graphic art designs, getting back into clothing, stuff like that? Like with your free time, like you're still making yourself useful?
Yeah, man. Well, so I put a lot aside to, chase down this, get in. Yeah, I know, dude. Yo, leave them in the comments. Say people got a burp, man. It's a thing. Shout out to all the sparkling waters. No, it's cool. So I put the art and stuff on the back burner.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm going to get into the fire department, man. And I was just like, that was the only beast I was serving.
Yeah.
So now that I'm off of probation and that when I'm at home, you know, and I could separate those two worlds, I knew like, hey, this is time now to pay my dues to the art, to the gift that God gave me, right? And so I want to do right by that. And I mean, how many of these damn podcasts or just any platform do I have to be on talking about having shirts and still not do it, bro? That was eating me alive. You want to talk about stress in the back burner? Like, that was one thing that was getting me. So
I remember last podcast we were even talking about it like a year and a half or 2 years ago.
Yeah, and that was one of the things, like, when it just eats me alive, because it's like you say it to have accountability. And that's one thing too, like, I've become aware of, is that just anybody in this day and age, you get a dopamine hit from telling people your plans.
Mm-hmm.
And for some people, and I try not to be this person, but I think it can happen to anybody, is you tell people your plans and they love them so much. They give you such good, I would wear your merch. I would love this. Oh, you're going to get a bigger studio. Oh, I love that, or whatever. That's enough.
Yeah.
You got the affirmation you were looking for by their response to the idea.
Right.
And then we don't follow through. We just keep telling people the idea that we have.
That's
and they
true.
love it so much that we're like, oh, okay, for whatever reason, I'm good now, right? You're not chasing it so hard. So I've been trying to keep true to the promises that I already put out there, because they were weighing on me.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm just trying to move. Like, I'm just trying to get it done and to do it right.
And when the product's done, then you got it out there. You could post it. And
exactly. So
that's a good way to think.
It's crazy because it's crazy because it requires a lot of time, and it requires a lot of effort. So I am still like, my whole time coming up, I was pushing into, like, I wanted to screen print it myself. So I was fully in control of what I was doing. Right. Yeah. Like, because I try to work with different companies and they would be like, oh, well, you have to have a minimum order quantity of such and such. And it can only be this size and only these colors. And that was just too much, bro. I'm trying to have full creative freedom. But now I'm realizing that the process is a whole nother beast. So you have to have the creativity to make the designs, the process. And then I'm learning this process, and that's hard because you only get one shot with the fan base, right? And so if I don't know how to cure my shirts properly or do certain things, I don't want people to think that the quality's not there.
Right.
So I've been trying to be super open and honest with, like, my process, and, like, invite people into that so that they can see, like, hey, I'm just figuring this out. If you can support me now, like, it's only going to get better from here. But I'm also trying to find the line between what I can do in the production and what I can pass off, so that way I can just focus on the designs themselves.
Yeah.
So
you don't want your shirts to end up at Savers.
Yeah, bro, that's wild.
This guy sent me a video.
Dude.
Was it like 2 days ago?
Yeah, the week of the podcast, I'm over there because for my baby shower, I'm doing, like, the stereotypical dad fit. So I was trying to go find some jorts. At Savers, and dude, lo and behold, ATG bright pink highlighter shirt sticking out.
We did a breast cancer awareness drop like 2 years ago,
dude.
And I was cleaning out my house, and I had just like 10 like triple XL shirts that no one wanted, and so I took them to Savers. But that's funny that you saw them on the rack. Bro. Hey, so if you guys want a $7 ATG shirt, go for it.
They're actually $50 there.
Oh,
okay, yeah,
50.
Those guys are running it up, dude. They know value when they see it.
Yeah, that's true. There's probably a bunch of homeless people rocking ATG.
Yeah, they're just out there against the grain, baby.
Free advertisement.
Yeah, heck yeah. It's crazy.
But yeah, I feel so, like, now, because you buy your own print, what is it called?
Yeah,
press?
The screen press. Yeah. Dude, I had that for, that's what's crazy. A dream deferred is crazy, bro. Just putting something off and it weighing on you and being in the background. Like, I bought that probably before our last podcast, a couple years before, and I had it in Noah's backyard, bro. And then finally I have my own spot, so I moved it over there. That joint is heavy, dude. Yeah, I had that in my little Toyota truck, bro, and I was all riding on the truck bed, dude. And we got it down, and yeah, it's a beast, man.
I bet, man.
It's a crazy art form. I've been trying to kind of figure things out too, because it's a 4-screen press, which sounds like a lot, but as I'm learning these things, there's underbases and different kinds of prints and all this. So I'm trying to learn everything, the ins and outs. It's no easy task. And then you could make the print perfect, but then you might not seal it right.
Right.
There's certain temperatures you have to hit and everything. It's a science, dude. So
that seems like a whole beast, bro. I think it's so cool how you that's funny. I think it's cool how you close the circle on your drop that we were talking about, and you like put that back out.
Dude.
You know, because like now you were talking about it, and now you finally close that circle and it's back out.
Yeah.
And it's like that chapter's closed in a way. You could like start fresh and make new.
Yes. Because it was weighing on me, man.
Yeah.
And so now there's only, and I'll hold myself accountable here again, because things are going to change as I become a father. You know, that's going to be my first ministry.
Yeah.
You know, and that doesn't mean that the grind stops, because I've been given this gift, so I have to use it.
Yeah.
But I definitely want to continue pursuing the merch in whatever capacity that is, because it's just something I'm passionate about.
Yeah.
But I want to have a show. I want to have like an art show.
That would be cool.
And I want it to be, it's funny that you asked about mentors and stuff, but I want it to be about positive masculinity, right? Because so much toxic masculinity is highlighted, and it's a buzzword right now. And but we need men. We need strong men. We don't need boys. And I want to highlight the men that I've seen in my life that represent that for me. And I want to have a show just centered around positive masculinity.
Heck yeah.
And so that's like the goal. That's what I'm kind of working towards.
That would be cool.
I've done stuff. I've done pop-ups and stuff. And that's another thing I really want to do is the summer months start coming and our baby gets to the age where we can start getting out and we get a routine again.
Yeah.
I want to do my merch, add like the pop-ups, and then I want to have a show. So those are those things. I'm putting it down here.
We should reserve a booth next to each other.
Dude.
So we can hang out.
Big time. I'm in. Do you know how to do that?
How to reserve a booth?
Yeah.
Is it expensive?
I don't know.
You know who I'm going to reach out to who's a good friend of mine and he's all about that is Frankie.
Oh, yeah. That boy
so
knows.
I feel like Frankie, just a phone call, he would guide us in the right direction.
That's a shout out to
And then also, too, Joe Abeda, who has Ito's Barbershop.
Yeah, he's put me on a time
in the spring, you know, you could have your own booth set up.
Yeah.
There's ton, and, you know, just a way to network.
Yeah.
Get exposed to a new audience, a new, you know, different type of people.
It's crazy to me because I haven't been downtown and like on the scene like that in years.
Yeah.
Because there was the whole year leading up to the academy. I couldn't be messing around and staying out late.
Yeah.
And there's a whole year in the academy. And then there's the probation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I haven't been out on the scene at the art walks in years, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like the closest thing, do you follow that account on Instagram? It's called like Off Central.
Yeah, I think
bro,
so.
They post some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, dang, like
it's feeding content every week.
Yo, bro, it's like you're not gonna miss out. It just is crazy all the time, dude. So I don't know. I gotta be the early bird special. I need to bounce out, dude, because it's like these streets are getting crazier and crazier, man.
I think if you just like surround yourself with the right group,
and
just know which ones you're getting into. Most art walks end at like 7 p.m.
And that's the cool thing too, is because you get to know your target audience, right?
Yeah.
Because like I have the stuff that I think is cool, but when you're there and it's breathing around you and you get to see what people are looking at, what they like, you get inspired in a different way, right? And you know what to drop next. It comes to you. So I'm excited to be like with the people
back
in the
scene.
art walk. Exactly.
Yeah. That's cool, man. That's why I'm thankful for this podcast because I'm like you. I'm not really out in the scene like I used to be.
Yeah.
I don't really go out like I used to. So bringing people into my house that are in the scene is cool because I'm connected still in a different way.
And you're putting them on, dude. So that's cool.
And every now and then I'll, you know, like if I have like a DJ on and he invites me to a show, I'll like go support or a rapper just to like, you know, I got a direct invite. I'll go support a friend. You know?
Kosanati.
Shout out Kosi.
Yeah, boy.
That boy be dropping bangers.
Yes, sir.
You guys did a music video together, remember?
Yeah, I do remember, actually. That's one of those ones I can't forget. Yeah. I know, I told you I'd be forgetting things, but YouTube don't let me forget that one. Yeah. Huh?
What?
B?
Bananas?
I hope nobody in the fire department remembers that I did that one. That's one that they haven't found out yet.
Oh, shoot. Well, they know.
No, you know why I did it? It's that... It's once I have a kid clout, you know what I'm saying? Like they're going to hate it. They're going to be in high school and be like, I'm going to be telling other friends, yeah, man, I was a rapper at one point, you know, they're going to be like, yo, and my son's going to be all embarrassed. Like, it's time, baby. I've been cooking this since before you were born.
That's smart, dude. That's like a funny dad.
Yeah, heck yeah. That's that good stuff. That seed super early. Yes. That's why I did it. I don't take it seriously. I did it to embarrass my son. So
heck yeah. I love that, dude. You know, just, being connected in the city, I just see everyone branching out. It seems like now is like a big growth period in Albuquerque where a lot of people are collaborating that are in different types of atmospheres.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got like vendors, clothing. They're now venturing into podcasting. And then now like even the music scene. It seems like everyone's supporting each other in a way that I never saw whenever I was younger.
Yeah, because it was like we all had like a chip in our shoulder and the only thing that we could unite on is that we were broken a little bit. Yeah. And now it's not like that. It's like the creativity aspect is what's kind of uniting us all now, you know, and that like, we still got the underdog mentality, but that's good. Yeah. That pushes you to like say, hey, like I'm going to take it. If you're not going to give it to me, I'm going to take it. Right. Yeah. And so I love that. And even
competitive friendship.
Exactly. And we are networking and we're working together. And even I've been noticing a lot of food stuff too. Like there's a lot of like up and coming food trucks, so they're testing stuff here because a lot of people don't know that, but like Albuquerque and New Mexico in general have such a diverse population type in such a small area that they test stuff here because they can get the most different kinds of populations in one small section.
That's true.
So it's like we have everything that we need right here, you know? So it's, why not do it? Why not run it up? And why not support other people's success? It's not at a shortage, dude.
For sure.
So it's cool.
You know, even just going back to art, bro, I had a question, and we'll see if you remember this.
Okay.
Like, do you remember?
Now I'm scared, bro. I don't remember a lot.
This is you might not, but like, do you remember the first canvas piece painting that you ever did?
Yeah. Let's see.
Or how old you were?
Well, you know, me painting and me painting live were like, they're married to each other, right? I think I had bought in some paints and I'd like started painting on a canvas, but then I was like, no, I gotta draw, you know, like I can't do it. So I started finishing with pens and stuff. But my uncle, he's the one, or I guess he's my cousin Andres. I have an uncle Andres, I have a cousin Andres. My cousin Andres is an artist, and he was huge on the live painting scene. And he's like, you got to come out. So I had this idea to paint this Spider-Man. I still have it.
Yeah. Oh, so you still do?
Yeah, dude.
That's
which is
sick.
crazy. So it was like a Spider-Man, and he was like upside down on the wall, and it was all rain. Oh, dude, I had this sick. Like, it was in my mind, dope. And we pulled up to, I can't even remember what the bar is now, but it was somewhere downtown. Elephant Bars. I don't know. It's not around anymore. It's something different.
Okay.
But we were on the balcony, and he was painting this sick, like, I think it was a rhino. Bro.
Like alive?
Yeah, and he was getting down, and I hadn't painted before, but just his confidence and what he was showing me, and like he's like, this is how you do it, this is how you get motivated, and all the people pulling, like I was hooked like that, right? So he's painting this cool rhino, and bro, I was just painting the background blue all night because I didn't know how to paint. I had this little brush, and it took me all night to fill the canvas blue. I felt so stupid, bro, but just the feeling of people coming up and being like, that's so sick, and asking him questions, and there was music, and he was alive, because that was a struggle kind of growing up to that craft with art, is being by yourself in the studio.
Yeah.
Like, shout out to Noah Barnett.
MB Artistry.
That boy knows, dude knows how to get in the cave and grind it out.
Yeah.
And just be alone with his craft.
Mm-hmm.
For me, that was like, that silence was loud. And it would always, I just wanted to be out. I just wanted to be with my friends or go do something or make memories, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so it was hard to serve both masters.
Yeah.
So it's cool to find that lane where there was art battles or art nights where you can go be out with everybody, be around that live, but you're still hitting the craft, right?
Yeah.
And so
it's
like
a
my
good,
favorite environment,
balance.
bro, because it's alive and it's happening, but you're still doing your thing and you're doing it on display, right? So hopefully you're inspiring.
That's cool, man. I wish, you got to send me a picture of that.
I will,
first one.
dude. Yeah, for sure.
I was curious, like, cause everyone has their, like, this is the first painting I ever did.
Yeah.
You always you never forget your first, canvas that you ever did.
Dude. Yeah. So no, honestly, that one meant a lot. It's crazy to me that I still have it. There was one other, like, before that where it was like a step-by-step, like, guided night or whatever. And I think they're just painting like a simple
thing where everyone does the same thing.
It was like a desert or something, and I was like, I'm gonna paint two suns, so it's like Star Wars. Like,
you're like, I'm gonna put Walter White.
I'm out here, make it crazy. But no, that was, dude, I didn't know what I was doing. And
dude, I'll never forget whenever I was painting that, because it was one of those nights where you all paint Kazia, and I was putting the black trim, and the dude who was teaching, it's like, why are you doing that? He's like, that you're gonna ruin it. Like, I remember him specifically like calling me out and making me feel like an idiot.
He was wrong, bro.
And I was like, no, I'm gonna go against the grain.
Yeah,
I was like, I'm just
boy.
Because it did look kind of stupid when I was first doing it. Before I
that's the best part.
It
makes it pop. Dude.
Yeah.
Then they say that's like a no-no in art too. Is you're not supposed to use black. Like, especially when you're painting, you're supposed to use like dark colors, but you're supposed to refrain from using black.
Right. But dude, I don't know.
No,
it's like
worked, baby.
If you like want to do something or you see something only your way, it's good to take advice and listen to others. But like, if you have a specific vision or anything, just give it a try.
Well, they're not accountable.
It looks dumb,
yeah,
whatever.
That's on you, right? But at least you tried, because they're not accountable to the road that you're paving, right?
Yeah,
they can make their points here and there and let you know what they've done.
Yeah.
But at the end, that's on you, right? So if you want to paint it black and it doesn't work out, then it didn't work out. But you saw it through.
Yeah.
Dude, and it worked out this time against the grain, baby.
It's crazy how like my against the grain mentality has flipped over the years.
Yeah.
Because I've always kind of been like against the grain. Like, I've always questioned authority. I've always done the opposite. I've always like, you don't know what's best for me. I'm going to do it myself. I'm going to find out myself. And it led to this kind of like path of destruction for a long time. like, it made me who I am. It got me exposed to the world. I have so much life experience. But now I'm like going against the grain in the complete opposite, where I'm like it's almost like a polar opposite of how I was living before.
Yeah.
But I'm going against the grain by living a whole different path.
Because that became not against the grain. That became the normal thing
Yeah,
to do,
exactly.
which is crazy.
So now it's like against the grain to like not be getting, wasted every night or, just certain things. Even like, like the hookup culture too.
Crazy.
Like being single, it's like normal to just like hit up, go on Tinder, meet a chick. Oh, we hooked up. It didn't work out.
Yeah, single don't mean the same thing at all anymore.
There's no like true connections is kind of getting lost, I feel like.
Yeah.
And so me even cutting off it, because I'm not going to say I used to like live totally crazy like that, but I was like more just like kind of okay with the world. Like, yeah, whatever. Yeah. It didn't work out. Right. But now I'm seeing relationships in a whole different light where it's like, no, like they mean so much more,
They're intentional.
Yeah. Like you want to be intentional. Like me, like in my point in my life, I'm 31. I'm like trying to find someone that's like, right for me, that's going to suit me right.
Right.
Like I'm not going to like put all of this other surface level stuff first. Like I want to feed the core stuff and actually like find out if I'm a good connection with this person.
Well, bro,
which is not easy,
And it comes a dime a dozen, right? Like like you're saying, like, bro, connection is cheap. You know what I'm saying? Like no one's single. Yeah. Everybody is single but entangled. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
everyone's kind of like got their foot in like 5 other cookie jars.
Yeah, because
and I'm gonna, my hand's in this one right now. But if you make one mistake or something, I got 5 more. I'm
in these DMs too. You know,
that's everyone's kind of like got their hands on the chessboard. Yeah, and I'm like trying not to do that.
Yes,
which is hard too, because you also like don't want to waste time. Like you want to, I don't know. I just feel like time is so valuable.
Yeah.
But I'm just like trusting God. Like, you know what?
That's all you can do.
You attract what you need and you chase what you want. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So like when I have that mentality, like, you know what? What's meant for me will find its way to me. If I'm constantly seeking and going, like you're just going to be left, empty-handed in some ways.
And you're building something on a foundation that can't stay, right?
Exactly, bro. So I don't know. That's kind of where I'm at. I mean, dude, all relationship freaking dump on my life, but I'm just thinking of ways that I've kind of drastically changed my life.
Yeah. No, it's huge.
And that's new for me, I used to be like all through my 20s so surface level.
Yeah.
It was just all about me. What can I get? What can I get?
Right.
Not thinking about how I'm affecting other people's lives, not thinking about damage I've done. Like it's just, move on.
It's crazy.
And then now like looking back, I'm like, dang, like not that I'm trying to right my wrongs, but I just like don't like, I feel like my life is renewed. So I'm trying not to like focus on the past and just focus on the future.
Well, because you can't fix the mistakes that you've already made.
Right.
Then it's important to realize that they do have weight, and they like just because they stopped affecting you in that moment didn't mean that they didn't create a scar, right?
Yeah.
However, you can't dwell on all that. Maybe you get 1 or 2 opportunities to right or wrong, but you can't focus on that. All you got to do is what do you have to do with the time that you have right now?
Yeah. And look at them and just look at them as lessons, if anything.
Yeah, that's it. That's all you can.
Okay, I really messed up here. I did that. Like, let's not do that. And let's change yours. Because if you just keep repeating your patterns, like, have you ever heard that saying? It's like to, do the same equation and expect a different answer is like it's psychotic.
Yeah, it really is.
Like you're thinking you're wanting this perfect life, but you keep repeating the same patterns. You keep going for the same type of people. Mm-hmm. You keep doing the same things. And it's like, dude, you're doing the same math problem. Yeah. 2 + 2 = 4. You're going to keep getting that.
I'm going to move the decimal. It's going to work this time.
Yeah. It's like, dude, no, maybe you got to change yourself.
Yeah, dude. Like, maybe you're the part of the equation that's not working.
Yeah. Exactly. Maybe you're the problem, or maybe it's something with you. So,
dude, you
got to just keep moving forward,
and
brother.
That's all you got to end nuggets. Well, and that's one thing too, bro, is like, I think a lot of people get this wrong too, is that they're like, they say that, right? Yeah. I'm just going to work on me. And, hopefully God shows up.
Yeah.
Hopefully that girl just happens to come along. It's like, bro, it's never going to be in your timing. And if it is just for that, like, I'm just so that I can get it, but I'm going to pretend it's not so I can get it, it's going to fall flat. And it's just like, it's surface level, right?
Yeah.
But you just got to be doing it because that's who you are now.
Yeah.
That's what you want to be. Whether the perfect girl comes tomorrow or not, whether the life opportunity that you wanted comes tomorrow or not, am I going to be the person that I truly want to be, the person that
Right,
God
right.
has called me to be. Am I
Right.
being that person today in the fullest capacity? Well, then I'm doing all right. And if she
Yeah.
comes tomorrow or not, it doesn't matter because I'm doing my part.
Yeah, focus on building your kingdom.
Exactly.
You know, because a lot of people, and you know, it's like it's humanity. Everyone, no one likes to be lonely or feel lonely. That's why everyone has all these rosters and stuff, because they're
Yep.
just feeding that loneliness.
Mhm.
But if you can learn to just be productive and live right and just accept that part of your life,
yeah,
it's hard, but also
worth it.
it's like a maturing thing, you know? All of a sudden you have no other thing to do but to like look internal
mm-hmm.
and just get better. Because if you're constantly distracted, it's like it kind of numbs you in a way.
Well, and it takes away from it. Like, bro, like, dude, not to say that I never had my slip ups or my falls in the past, but like now that I am married, like, bro, if the whole point of the reason being single sucks is when you are alone, right? And you have that loneliness. Yeah. But if you're not truly alone because you couldn't handle it, and then you're in a real relationship, it's all these nights that you weren't actually alone aren't so, like, now that you have somebody in your bed, it's not so special because you had X, Y, and Z in your bed too, right? You were never really alone. Mm-hmm. And now that there's everything good comes with weight.
Right.
Everything good comes with the challenge. And when the perfect girl comes along, and it doesn't matter who they are, I promise you, they have their stuff too. Yeah. And there's things that you're going to have to work through. That's what it's all about. You work together, you mature each other. But when that struggle comes, and then you're thinking about, well, I had X, Y, and Z, and they didn't have any trouble, and I cut them loose whenever I wanted. Right. You're going to bail out, and you're not going to be the right part of that equation, right? You're not going to be able to carry your own weight. Yep. And you have stuff too. You know, we all do.
That's true. That was like my mentality when I was younger. Like, one little thing that was so surface level, I'm like, I'm out. Yeah. It's like,
you want to be crazy?
Like, yeah. I'm like, oh no. She farted weird.
Yeah,
no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, dude.
Just
yeah,
like
when you
so
fart?
Stupid.
Yeah.
Have you seen those memes? Packs or bags?
Yeah, you gotta go.
No, I'm just joking about that part. But like,
no girl farts weird. I like all their farts.
I do.
Come on.
Shout out to Girl Farts.
Shout out to Girl Farts. Sponsored video.
We need those in our life.
We got scratch and sniff stickers. Girl Farts rule.
That's a test in a relationship. Like a chapter, you know. Yeah. There's like first date, and then there's first fart.
Yeah.
Like that's when you take it to the next level.
Exactly. That's when you knew. I can live with that. Yeah. That works. Okay. You're in.
Yeah. That's funny. But yeah, just that surface level mentality.
Yeah.
And now focusing on important things, even in my friendships. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like everyone comes with their baggage, but if they're willing to meet you in the middle, you know, work through things, like that's how you grow.
No, it's beautiful, man. And I think that you do a good job of that too, bro. Like, I just want you to know, like, as somebody who's lucky enough to call you a friend, bro, you always keep it 100. And it's one of those things where you don't make it hard. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I've always appreciated that, bro, because just going back to kind of what we've been talking about this whole time is just like things come with weight and life has its own struggles. Yeah. And I think that we get so used to the consumer friendships of Instagram and like dodging people in public, but trying to creep on what they're doing on social media all the time. Oh, I know what they're doing. I'll like their posts. I'm not going to talk to them when I see them.
That's true.
The fact that you're one of those people that are easy to talk to. Yeah. You never come with anything. Like, it's not one of those things like, oh shoot, here he comes, man. Oh, how's this? How's that? Oh, you're still struggling with that? Oh shoot, no, I don't got nothing this time. You know, it's just, you're just light. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Man. Like, you know how to listen, you know how to just be a pal, and you're just always down to ride, bro. And it doesn't matter what you're going through because you're a lifter. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to say we need more of that in this world. And I appreciate you being that person and then having a platform where you can give that to other people too, bro. Thanks, that's something like I super look into and
appreciate that, bro.
Solid, brother.
Seriously, I appreciate that. It's fun to pour into other people. Yeah. You know, it's good whenever your cup is full and you just can feed into other people's lives.
That's right, baby.
You know, and then that's a good thing about being Christian too, is your cup is constantly refilled.
Yeah,
you know?
That's right. You're
so every day it's like a refill.
And the intentionality behind connection, right? Like, dude, that's why we're here. Yeah. Like, dude, when heaven comes around, you're with the Lord and then you're in his presence and it's beautiful. But right now, we got each other. Yeah. And that's the closest we can get is when 2 or 3 are gathered, I am there with them, right? Yep. So it's about connection. It's not about connection with your phone, bro. It's about one-on-one for real people. And that's something that's that skill is going away.
Yeah, it is.
But you have that, and I emulate to be more like that, dude.
Heck yeah.
So
thanks, man.
Keep shining, brother.
I want to,
That's
so
all I
like
gotta say.
you were talking about, you know, those older patients that you have to get at 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Like I want to establish so many friendships, I want my kids to love me so much that I don't ever have to call 911.
Me too, dude.
Like, I
I'm
want to
like,
call my Hito and be like,
yo.
oh, dude, it happened again.
number one,
You know?
like the first thing I think of when I think of getting old is like, I might have to jump on the roids, dude, so that I'm just yoked. So I could get myself up. I got to be Wolverine stacked up, baby, so that I could pick myself up, whatever it takes.
Yeah.
And I got to be good to my kids, bro, so that they want to come pick my ass up.
That's what I'm saying, dude. That's they're stakeholders.
Yo, bro, and I, oh Lord, if you can make them big like me, bro, because I'm gonna need a couple of them homies to get me up, dude.
Yeah, dude. I need a whole army of minions, bro.
Dude, we're gonna bring a forklift. Dad fell again.
You're calculating your weight. You're like, okay, I need to have 5 kids.
I got yoked, but my legs still don't work when I'm old, so I'm even more heavy, just all jacked for no reason. Sorry, kids.
It's just like dead muscle. Dude, that's funny.
Dude.
Hey, when we turn 50, bro, I'm gonna get full sleeves.
Yeah, dude.
I'm gonna get jacked. I'm gonna get on the TRT.
That's right, baby.
If a heart attack comes in 10 years,
yeah.
let it.
Then no one had to pick me up, right? You think I wanted to call it quick? Yeah, no, for real. Yeah, I was making it all light, dude.
I'm just saying I'm willing to put up the risk, bro.
Yeah, hey, this is for you.
If my balls shrink a little when I'm 50, I could do with that.
Yeah, they get in the way less. What is it? It's a win-win.
It's less weight for the kids.
Yeah, dude. I'm more aerodynamic when I sprint now.
Yeah, dude. I always see, like, it's like, because you watch podcasts, right?
Yeah.
It seems like the whole Rogan sphere is like all jacked now. Have you noticed that?
Bro, well, the gym culture's paying off.
Everyone, Dana White, all these
now.
older dudes are like looking shredded.
Yeah, and honestly, bro, like, that's one thing too that's pretty big and predominant in the fire department. And I'm kind of looking at that stuff. There's like 2 fields of thought, right? And I think that too many people put too much on steroids.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I'm a huge fan of the CrossFit Games, right? Everything like that. But every time it comes up, oh, they're bigger than me, they must be on steroids. Right. Or that's their job and they work really hard.
Mm-hmm.
Or they're on steroids. I don't know, dude. Like, you don't know anymore because there's that guy, I think his name's like Cody Co or something. There's a guy on YouTube and he goes to all these events and he like asks people if they're natty or not.
Yeah.
And just being in
Cody Co, he's a YouTuber. He's
yeah,
like
but it's a
comedy
different.
YouTuber.
But this guy's something like that Panda Co.
I know who
or
Cody Co is.
Yeah, this is a different dude. But anyways, he goes and he asks people if they're natural or not. And I'm starting to realize that there's a lot of people that aren't natural. People that you would unassumingly not be natural.
Yeah.
But I think that there is a point where it's not just about, I'm not talking about being Ronnie Coleman big.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about my job. Like, I got in now, I'm 29 years old. I've been in for 2 years.
Yeah.
I have a 25-year retirement. I'm expected to do the same job in 25 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the city needs me to be strong.
Yeah.
And so I think there are healthy ways to gain an edge, and the testosterone replacement therapy, like, yeah, I'm not saying go jump on it as a 25-year-old man, but I'm saying that reaches a limit where your body naturally declines. And if you're in a place where you are a first responder or you are just trying to keep up with your kids and there's a healthy, responsible way to continue to still be a strong, functioning human being well into your later years, and it's not taking away from your life and it's adding to it, go for it, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. I think, there's 2 different ways to look at it. Like, I also think a lot of people use it as a shortcut. You know, like they're not willing to put in the work, so they just get on it right away and kind of get all bloated and big. Yeah. But like, you should try and get as physically fit as you can by yourself. Exactly. I promise you'll get far. If you're if you're younger than 50, you can get there. Yeah. You know, like there's ways to do it. There's supplements, vitamins.
Yeah. And
vitamins are so important. Here we are, some old men talking about vitamins.
Yeah, I know, crazy.
Those Flintstone vitamins are still in me too. You know, those
keeping
things
me strong, baby. You want some roids?
Hey,
you want the real deal?
Why do you think COVID wasn't around when we were all eating Flintstone vitamins?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Conspiracy. That's just facts. That's it. Fred Flintstone alone,
dude, he conquered them. Dude.
Yeah, he got me good. No, but it's real life, dude. And it's like, there's so many resources at our hands at our disposal right now. Like, think about it this way, bro. People had to read a book to figure out workout routines back in the day. We just have to open our phone for 1 second. Yeah. There's you can never run out of workouts.
You can get a degree, almost a full lecture degree, just watching.
And whatever discipline that you want. Like, if it's body weight, if it's you just want physique, if you want CrossFit, if it's all this stuff, like, just there's no excuse to not be going after something in your life,
Yeah.
right? And that I think part of our ministry, even as Christians, and it's neglected, but God gave us these bodies.
Yeah.
And we only have them for this time, right? So we need to be good stewards of these bodies while we have them, right?
That's true.
And so the Bible talks about what goes into your mouth isn't what defiles you, but it's what comes out. But also, like, we do need to be a good steward of what we have, right? So that's not your number one goal in life, but that's part of what you're putting in is going to help what's coming out.
Yeah.
So
and then you think about your family too.
Yes, dude.
Like you were talking about not wanting your kids to have to take care of you. Like, think about your kids now. Do you want your kids to be taking care of you when you're 50?
No.
And you're on oxygen and all that? Because like,
no.
if you you don't see that, but if you continue, 2 monsters a day, just going balls to the wall, but you're fine. You look fine. All of a sudden, boom, dude.
The Zins are keeping me lean, but they're also messing me up.
Hey, bro, we don't talk about that.
Yeah.
The customs dinner.
We ain't gonna cut. Yeah.
Shout out to
cut it all, but the
my
Zins.
homeboy.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's my vice right now.
Dude, that's the fire department. The fire department is solely sponsored by Zins,
really?
Dude.
I think the people at my work got me hooked on them just so they could bum them off me. They're like, we got a future.
Dude, we got to get him.
Dude, this is how I get people, though.
Well, there is a nootropic effect to it, right?
Yeah,
so
it helps me lock in, too.
Yeah.
Like, days like today where I haven't eaten, it kind of takes my appetite away, and it really kind of levels me. Because sometimes in high-pressure situations, you can get and you're not really thinking that good.
Yeah.
It kind of does help me, like, lock in.
Yeah.
But like if people ask me to bum one, I'm like, dude, I'm out. I'm sorry.
Yo.
But then I got the little bottle. I have to, bro. I'm getting robbed.
Well,
these people are worse than the homeless people out there.
For real. Yo, man, let me get
my managers in my office.
Let me get a hit. Yeah.
Everyone. Dude, there's guys in my work that like import them from like other countries. They're like 18 milligrams.
Yeah.
And they're like throwing in 2.
Crazy, bro.
I don't know about that.
That's one thing I've ducked and dodged.
That's good. Sorry, go ahead.
No, they had some nootropic ones where they were just like a little bit of caffeine, and they were like the Gorilla Mind or whatever.
Yeah.
And they were pretty cool. I would do them like when I wasn't feeling motivated to go to the gym, I'd pop one in and I felt like I could focus on my sets more or whatever. But
dude, I like, believe me, before I even like bought a pack, I like Andrew Huberman it up.
Yeah.
I listened to podcasts about him. I did my research, because we're, dipping is always associated with lip cancer, all this stuff.
Yeah, all this
stuff. But like there's zero tobacco in it. It's literally a
just
piece of paper and nicotine. So
I
I don't know.
Get my dad to switch over to those, dude. My dad still smokes cigarettes like a fool, bro.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie.
If you're watching, get your crap
cigarettes
together.
been tempting me. I don't know why.
No way.
Okay, so I don't know. Like maybe it's because I'm doing this new merch design.
Yeah,
that's Marlboro themed.
The Marlboro aesthetic is gangster, bro.
Thanks,
but it's
bro.
Not the cigarettes. It's the cowboy, like Marlboro.
Yeah, that's
like,
what
man,
I think.
Those
cowboy killers. That's what they call them,
bro.
And so the reason I kind of did this Marlboro themed is because my grandpa. That's all he did. And he was like one of my first mentors. And dude, he smoked like how they have Zin Awards, where you scan the barcode and you get like an igloo, a Yeti thing.
Yeah.
So like they had that for Marlboro packs back in the day. So I still have it to this day. My snowboarding backpack, is a giant Marlboro red.
Oh my gosh!
And he was so proud when he got it.
He earned that, baby. Yeah.
So I don't know.
5 years off my life and 10 packs of cigarettes.
Exactly, dude. But he, it's kind of like paying homage to him, that vintage Marlboro thing.
Aesthetic. I mean, if you're gonna advertise to men, they did it right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Honestly, bro, I just went and binged the Lethal Weapon series, and there's chain smoking in that too, and it looks cool in the movie, bro. Dude. In the 80s movies, if you got your mullet on, your freaking chest out, and you're smoking a cigarette, baby, there's nothing cooler than that.
Yeah, dude.
But then in real life, you're sitting there and it smells so gross, dude. It is not cool.
I've been like occasionally smoking cigars.
Yeah.
But
cigars are a pretty big thing too.
They're not like crazy because it does stick with you.
Dude.
So I'll save like that type of stuff usually for like the pod.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
I don't know if we talked about it last time, but did Brandon ever tell you, dude, I think I was at somebody's it was a baby shower or something, and they gave away cigars, and at the end they gave me a bunch. They gave me like 3, like I don't know, like 5 or something like that. And I don't smoke, bro. I never have, and even though it's just cigars, bro, I kind of felt like I had them, and I was like, I got to get rid of these. So I threw it on my Snapchat story, like, hey, does anybody smoke cigars? And Brandon hit me up right away, and he's like, yeah, bro, I got you.
Fiend, bro.
Dude, and they said Cuban on there.
Oh,
I didn't know.
Yeah,
I was like, dude, I'll just give them to you. And he was like, dude, are you sure? Like, those are serious cigars. And I was like, yeah, bro, whatever. I don't smoke them. So it was going to Wake, like the youth ministry, And we got there early, and I was in the youth ministry with the things, and they were in my car, bro, because I didn't even want to bring them inside. Like, just stupid. Like, I don't know why. Cigars are fine.
Yeah.
But he pulled up, and I barely knew him at the time, you know? Like, we'd seen each other a couple times.
Yeah.
But I went to go get him. I gave him to him. He's all, they're kind of squishy. I was like, hopefully they didn't get wet, bro.
Yeah.
And he was looking at them. Dude, they were chocolate. They were real. Yeah, they melted a little bit. But that was like...
Yo, give me those back.
Yeah, hold on now. Those would have been eaten. Yeah. Puff, pass, motherfucker.
That's actually hilarious.
But it was cool. So that was like our first like real bonding, and that's what like, hey man, remember that
you guys
time?
got a rapport.
Yeah. And so it's always every time I see cigars, I can't help but think about that.
Chocolate Siggy.
Dumb, bro.
Dude, shout out to Brandon. He's having twins. That boy.
Bro. That guy's
boom, 3 in 1 year.
Dude, your third prestige father.
That's
dude.
gangster.
Heck yeah, knock it
That
out.
boy's
right
a
away.
straight shooter.
Yeah, I know. Boy, don't miss. Good for you, son.
Once you're a certain like skin color, like he's
Yeah.
a certain brown,
Yeah.
boom.
Yeah. It's
You
just.
know, I'm like, I don't know. I'm right in the middle. I could be like,
yeah. You're batting, you know,
I'm like
2 out
right
of
in the
3.
line.
Yeah, dude. You get not
When
enough to risk it, but
when I'm ready to have kids, I'm gonna get a little
Yeah.
more tan and
there you go. It's just gonna hit.
have 4 boys.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, so you're having a boy?
Yeah, dude.
Dang,
Son, right out the
dude.
rip. And it's crazy because we thought it was gonna be a girl. Julia was so sick, bro.
Oh,
And they
is that
say
like
if
a
you're
normal
sick,
thing?
yeah, if they say like if you're really super sick that it's a girl, and that they say like girls steal your beauty. Not that my wife's beauty was taken in any means, but
Wait, what does that mean? Girls steal your beauty? Oh,
like if
that's
you're
why they get
pregnant with the
sick?
girl, yeah, like and you get super pale and you feel like you know what I'm
like
saying, like
kind of you get bloated. Or
yeah,
whatever.
just all the things that come with pregnancy. They say like women still or girls steal your beauty. So, and she was feeling that. Not that I noticed. My wife is beautiful, but that's something that she was saying. So we were both dead set. Like this is a girl for sure. And I
Yeah.
got kind of excited, dude. I was like, I'm gonna have a
Yeah.
girl, and then boom, it locked in that it's gonna be a boy, and that's when the accountability like really like now it's time, bro.
Yeah.
Like because it's not. You're raising a princess to know, like a woman, you want to let her know that she is valuable beyond compare
Mhm.
and that she must be respected.
Right.
And that you just teach her worth and you just protect her.
Right.
But with the man, you have to, from the jump, raise a leader, someone who's going to take care of his family. And dude, that's accountability because you need to be that yourself.
Yeah.
And then you need to learn how to instill that. So it's like, I don't want to be messing around, bro. So it's like, it's the big leagues and it's coming. So everybody says like, oh, boys are easier. And I'm like, yeah, I'm sure like the day to day, you know, but I'm trying to raise a man. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So
That's a big responsibility. How fun,
Lord
dude.
protect me. Yeah.
And you guys are gonna have what? Is it like a summer baby? Is it like, is she
Yeah.
due soon?
The due date's May 17th, but she's tracking ahead, bro. I don't think he's going to be cooking till then.
Big
Yeah.
boy or what?
Yeah, dude. We're going to see.
Dang.
Hopefully he's like his papa.
Let's go.
Yes.
You guys still like tossing around names and stuff? Or
Yeah, we're trying to keep it on the low key because we told people what we were thinking right away, and people were like, "Oh, are you sure?" Or that's different.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you're there, you just have a different idea at the hospital, so just have a couple other ones. I'm like, it's not something crazy.
Yeah.
Belschnickel. It's a normal name,
Leonidas.
bro. Yeah. Hey, how'd you know, dude?
Achilles.
Yeah, it's Achilles Leonidas III Raphael B1 Kenobi.
What's the guy's name on a Gladiator?
Uh,
Maximus Gladius.
Yeah, Maximus, dude.
But that's just his first name.
It's just, yeah. So, Española. All kinds of
I
crazy
just think of like the
names.
most masculine, cool names. I have my name, but I think I've told people, but I don't know. My mom told me, like, 'cause she has friends and stuff that are younger my age that are having kids.
Yeah.
And one of them, like, is wanting to use the name that I want for my
You got to
son.
arm wrestle, bro. You got to arm wrestle
And
for
I'm
it.
like,
Or wrestle
dude,
for it.
what can I do, though? They
Tap
beat
him
me to
out.
the jump.
Yeah, or just run it up.
Or just cut him out of my life.
Yeah, cut him off. Do something crazy.
I'm like, hey, yo,
Yeah.
we can't, you know.
if you name your kid that, we can't be friends.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I might not even have that name. I'm gonna have all girls anyways. I
Yeah,
already
yeah,
know.
you're gonna be
So
down
I'm
with
over
all
here.
girls,
This name is
yeah.
just gonna be.
Nah, bro, that's cool.
It's,
what was your name? Can you say it or no? We'll keep it.
yeah, I could say it. I don't know if you guys all steal it. Whatever. Life goes on.
It just becomes the most popular name of like 2026.
What if like one of our fans does it as a troll? Just
just to get you.
no, I'm gonna say it, bro. Who cares? Because it kind of does have some meaning behind it. But if I do have like a boy, I want to name him Cruz.
Okay. I thought you were gonna say the name that I was gonna say too, and then I was gonna be like, well, we'll have to wrestle live right now.
Oh shoot! No,
Cruz is a good name, bro.
So my grandpa, his middle name was Santa Cruz,
Okay.
and my middle name's Cruz.
Oh yeah.
So I kind of want to just pass it down, but like not use first names.
Yeah.
Or give him that first name,
I love it, man.
Cruz. But I don't know. We'll see.
Cozy was begging me to name him Smithin, like Smith and Weston.
Oh yeah.
And then everybody's like, name him Easton, Weston, or I'm like, bro.
That kid's gonna never hear the end of that.
Yeah.
Or that's just gonna be the main topic of
Dude.
conversation.
Always some. They get nicknames anyways, bro. So.
But it's a good pro wrestler name.
Yeah, sounds good, and that's what
Smith and Weston.
I know, except their whole family's all anti-gun, dude, and they're like, "Why are you mad at me,
Dude?
and choose this life?"
Gotta take him to the range, make him
That's
smell
right.
that smoke. That's what
Yeah,
freedom
dude.
is. No, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
You smell these cigarettes and gunpowder, boy. Is your life now?
Every time I'm like shooting at the mesa or something, I'm like, that's the smell of freedom.
Yeah, don't forget, everybody. Put this in a candle. Smell of freedom.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Actually, I'm like not against guns, but I'm like not for them or against them. Like,
Responsibly.
or I'm not against them, but I shouldn't tell this actually, because what if someone
I
freaking
know.
comes? Never mind.
Bro,
I do like shooting though. I go with my dad. We go
Yeah.
hit up the mesa. I like them.
I think
My dad's got
ignorance
some dope
towards
guns.
guns can only hurt you. I think good men with guns should never be, or good people rather, good people with guns should never be frowned upon, because there's always going to be bad people with guns.
Yeah.
So as long as you have people that are trained, good people with guns, don't take their guns away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
I feel you. And I feel like with me, just me alone, I'm like not really scared of nothing.
Yeah.
But I feel like once I have a family and kids, I'll definitely want to like have something as a
yeah.
under the floorboard or something, you know.
Stop breaking in. I got to lift up these
No,
floorboards. I'm going to get you.
I want my next studio actually to be like Men in Black. Have you seen the
Heck
first one
yeah.
where he like hits
Yeah.
a lever and all the canvases
They all
turn around?
flip, dude. That'd be
Let's
freaking
go.
sick, dude. Well, as a gun carrier myself, dude, I always got the concealed carry.
If a robber breaks in, I want to just go toe to toe like a man.
Yeah, they come in, you just have your old wrestling gi on, bro.
They're just like, boom. Oh man,
Didn't you know?
dude, come on.
Had you?
I have like my Rambo dagger on the counter. Did you see that?
You have a
And I have like some throwing hatchets.
dude.
Go
You're
out.
ready? Yeah. I don't need a gun, bro. I'm gonna go silent mode.
Yeah, I know my house better than anyone.
That's right. You're like Dwight, bro. You have all these weapons hidden around the office.
Dude, I don't know. I don't think enough like that, but I should.
Yeah,
Be more.
little buttons you press everywhere.
Yeah, dude. But dude, we're kind of getting close to wrapping up.
Let's do it.
Do you have anything like? I know you got shirts available. Is there any way
Yeah.
they could get them?
DiegoWestonArt.com. We worked really hard to get that website put together, get the domain name right. So DiegoWestonArt.com, where you can find everything. I'm going to continuously be populating stuff there. Diego Weston Art on Instagram. That's where you're going to see the day-to-day, the process. And I appreciate you putting me on, dude.
Heck yeah, man.
I would also say, dude, you need to get the wife on, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she'd be down.
She's super
Oh,
down.
she was doing podcasting
She
for
was
a little
doing
bit.
podcasts, and like my wife is just a hoot and a holler. She
Yeah.
always has some wild take on stuff. So
Heck yeah.
she would love to come on.
Heck
and
yeah.
then,
Shout out Julia.
Yeah, shout out Julia. She's growing a human right now.
Let's go.
Oh, and one thing first before let me step away. I brought something for you.
Oh, okay. Got you, bro. Ding, 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 ding. Play with the soundboards. Oh, I'll drop that for the reveal. Yo.
Yeah, that's our latest drop right there.
Heck yeah, dude.
Wanted to get you hooked up with one of those exclusively on today's windy day. So if you do go out, heavyweight,
go.
long sleeve.
Oh, this is sick, bro. Thank you, man.
No, of course, dude.
Appreciate
Of
it.
course. So had to come
Check
and
it out,
drip
guys.
something out.
I'm gonna go show them.
It looks good. It looks good. So yeah, bro.
It's like a Carhartt.
350 GSM. I tried to get it to be like the closest thing to a heavyweight Carhartt, bro. And
Dude, this goes hard, bro.
Glad
I'm gonna
you like
rep
it.
this, bro, all the time, bro.
Gotcha,
Be giving you
dude.
shout outs.
yeah, DiegoWestonArt.com. Go get yours. The R1 jersey.
Dude, I'm glad you're back creating. Just keeping momentum, bro. Healthy momentum.
Heck yeah.
You know, you got your family. You got a bunch of things lined up, and it seems like you got the right mindset going into
Well,
everything.
thank you, bro.
know,
Thank you.
and if you ever need a friend to talk to, anything, bro. Not that I got a lot of advice, but if you want to get a workout in or running buddy,
If I
hit me
need to
up.
bum a Zin, I know who to call.
Yeah, dude, I got you.
Heck yeah, bro. Well, thank you, man. And
For
thank you
sure,
the
man.
opportunity.
Episode, what did I say?
93, baby.
93, baby. Let's go.